Renee G. Charleston, Renee, the letter G, Charleston, Charleston.
All right. Are you employed?
No.
Okay. Was there a time that you were employed with the Atlanta Police Department?
Yes.
And how long were you employed with them?
22 years.
And in what capacity did you work for the Atlanta Police Department?
Crime scene,
All right. When did you leave?
2017.
Why did you leave?
I retired.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you retire in the official capacity as, were you ever promoted during your time?
I retired as crime scene supervisor.
I want to direct your attention to the day of February the 10th, 2015. And I am going to approach the witness at this time to retrieve state's exhibits 1 Delta Delta M to state's exhibits 50 Delta Delta M, which are already shared in the discovery process and have been placed before the witness. Would you take a second to answer a few questions? Ms. Charleston, have you had a chance to review the state's exhibits that are before you, and you can open them, prior to coming in today?
Yes, sir.
And do those state's exhibits 1 Delta 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 M through 1 Delta Delta 49 Delta 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 M fairly and accurately, well, what are they?
They are my crime scene photos for that day. Not for that day, for that damage to property on Hendricks Ave.
Okay, all right. And do those photos that you took fairly and accurately depict the crime scene as it was on the day that you took them?
Yes, sir.
And the state now moves to admit state's exhibits 1 Delta 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 M through 49 Delta 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 M.
They're admitted.
All right. I am now putting before you state's exhibit 50 Delta Delta M. What is that, crime scene tech, Charleston?
This is my crime scene report.
And how do you know it's your crime scene report?
This is the one that I generated when I did my report with my photos and what was done on the crime scene.
Is it in the same or substantially same condition as it was when you authored it on or about February 10th, 2015?
Yes.
State now moves to admit state's exhibit 50 Delta 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 M into evidence. May we approach your Honor?
Do we need to approach for that? Sustained.
Okay, all right. State now publishes state's exhibits.
She may, of course, use the report if she needs to during her testimony.
You can see on the screen before you crime scene tape Charleston that states 1 Delta 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 M is published on the screen. Is this the location to which you responded to on February 10, 2015?
Yes, sir.
And now publishing the next state's exhibit. Do you see the address number in this next exhibit, which is 17 DDDM?
Yes.
Okay. What is the address listed on this photo?
193.
Do you see any defects to the home in this photo? And you can utilize either one of the hard copies or the electronic before you.
Okay. I Right here, I see the address. That's the main thing that I was doing on this one.
Okay. All right. Now posting the next state's exhibit, 2 Delta 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 M. What is future here?
A vehicle in the driveway of the home.
And if we could zoom in a little bit on the vehicle, do you see any defects to this vehicle?
Defects in the front of the vehicle, yes, sir.
Can you count out as many as you can see at this, from this view?
If you back it up some, you can see even more. Okay, there's defects below the driver's light. You can see some by the Chevy emblem. And then if you go up some, the top up over the windshield.
Where the cursor is currently positioned to the right of it?
There's one right there and then to the top, the very top.
Going to publish State's Exhibit 5 and skip past right there, State's 5. Is that the defect that you were speaking about in State's Exhibit 5, Delta Delta M, that you were describing to the top of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Going to publish State's Exhibit 7, DDM. Why would you take this picture of this portion of the house?
There's a defect in the house to the right of the window, from what I can see.
See
Yes.
the cursor's pointing?
Yes, sir.
Where it's zoomed in, is that where you're describing the defect?
Yes, sir.
Now showing you State's Exhibit 11, DDDM. When you took this picture, crime scene tech, Charleston, what was the goal? What did you have in mind?
There's a defect in the trunk of the tree.
And utilizing the cursor, can you see where the well, if you go down a little bit, Miss Knight, do you see it, where the defect is now that it's zoomed in?
Yes.
Okay. And is it around or about where the cursor is?
Yes.
Moved? Thank you. All right. Now showing you State's Exhibit 12, Delta 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 M. All right. As to this photo, do you see any defects to this portion of the home?
Yes.
How many do you see?
1, 2 that I can. 3.
Okay. And now going to turn your attention to the next State's Exhibit, which is 13, DDDM. All right. What about in this photo? Do you see any defects that you noticed when you took this photo?
Yes, there's one above the hinge and one to the siding below the, if you come below in that picture. Right there.
Okay. Now showing you State 16, DDDM. And just a moment. Looks like our technology. All right. Okay, we're back online. And when you took this picture, as to the refrigerator,
Yes.
okay, whereabout? Do you see any defects where the cursor was moved?
Yes.
All right. And is that the front, back, or side of the refrigerator that you noticed the?
Facing the refrigerator on the right side.
Now showing you State's Exhibit 19, DDM. Do you see any defects in this photo?
Yes, right around the cursor.
Okay. And at this point, are you inside the home or still outside?
Inside the home.
Showing you State's 23, DDDM. All right. As to this photo, where did you take this picture?
Looks like the Let me go back. Maybe the living room, I'm not sure. Those are kitchen curtains, but
And do you see any defects to any property or objects inside the home in this photograph?
yes,
All right, where do you see them?
to the left of the curtains and there's a defect in the television.
Okay. Now showing you State's Exhibit 26, DDDM. And when you took this photograph, are you where in the home are you? Living room?
That's a defect in a china cabinet.
Did you see any defects that in this particular photograph, on this particular property that drew your attention?
Yes.
Where about?
At the top, and there's something in the top which is not showing in this photo, and then below the glass.
Okay.
Yes.
There. Okay. Now showing you State's Exhibit 31 DDDM. We're skipping around. Now while you're flipping, is it fair to say that some of the photographs that you take are kind of duplicative or similar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now showing you State's 31 DDDM. Do you see any defects in the kitchen area that is depicted in this exhibit?
Yes, where the cursor is. And in the cabinet.
And we are transitioning now to State's 33 DDDM. And here, CST Charleston, why would you take this photo?
There is a projectile and a colander which was on the kitchen counter. Yes.
All right. Generally, as you process the crime scene, what all did you find damaged in this particular case? Generally, as you processed it into pictures.
I found damage throughout the house.
And you can refer to your report if necessary to kind of speak about it in general, which is State's Exhibit 50 DDDM.
There were damage to the outside as well as the inside of the house and the truck.
And as to the ballistic evidence that was found, specifically the projectile that's still on the screen in 33 DDDM, did you collect it?
I may have placed it in the envelope and handed it to the officer, but I did not take possession.
Okay. Who took possession?
Officer.
Yes. Do you know by name the officer, and is it listed in your report?
It says Officer King took possession of the projectile.
Just a brief indulgence. Do your photographs that you took on that day reflect all of the damage that you observed at the location when you responded to it on February the 10th, 2009?
Yes.
And did that pretty much conclude your involvement with this case?
Yes.
And when I say this case, are you speaking of APD number 1504107?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your Honor, at this time, the state
All right, are there any defense questions for this witness?
On behalf of Mr. Williams, we have no questions.
All right, thank you for your time. You're excused. Do we know where the lunch is here? All right, we're going to break for lunch at this time, and we have a few matters to take up during the lunch hour. So I'm going to give, if the jury can be back at 1:15,